Lally-ho, friends, and welcome back to Kupo Quest, our Final Fantasy D&D long-form running campaign that's been going on for 2 years now. We
Endgame.
we had a pretty low-key episode last time. Not a lot happened, unless you talk about making dark deals with open-ended contracts with death patrons, or talking to the Council of Mysidia, learning there's a new Archmage, and basically deciding the path forward that will determine the fate of the world. Little shit like that. But other than that, not a lot, right? I think the most interesting thing that happened, though, did have to do with Loren, who had, during the fight with the Archlich Odonis, made an
Make that face psychic?
open-ended offer. Give me power, and I'll give you whatever you need. He was awoken in the middle of the night by this voice calling to him, and a new dagger that had been laid on the table. He was given one last chance to back out. Oh my God, don't you mimic this. You put that pen down.
He's wearing glasses. It's safety glasses. It's
safety
fine.
glasses. Okay, we're good.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Notified by something.
Content warning. Which is way past due, by the way. Content warning for the whole show. He accepted this bargain and then used this new obsidian dagger, almost compelled to just gouge out his own eyes, and then went to bed.
Yeah.
Probably passed out from the pain.
Just girly things. It's so quirky.
So, my God, what'd you do last night? Oh, nothing much. I got a smoothie, gouged out my eyes, Let's see. So with
when you see your grandparent in their underwear, and you're just like...
I actually do gouge my eyes out when I see that. So
brilliant. Love it. Anyway.
What?
We'll pick up there. Or more accurately, we'll pick up in the next morning. Loren.
Hi.
You hear a knock at your door.
Mm-hmm.
It's loud. It wakes you from your slumber. It sounds these echoing in your head. As your eyes fly open, you see nothing but black. Darkness in every direction you look. The knock comes again, and it rattles inside your head, almost like it's being amplified.
How much did I drink last night?
You can hear the door start to open slowly, and you hear a little tiny voice. Loren, Dad sent me to come get you. We're waiting for you for breakfast. You've been asleep for a pretty long time. Oki kind of pokes her head through the door.
Oh no.
Oki, thank you for waking me. I'll be there in a minute, or you can just go and let them know. Thank you.
You look over in Oki's direction, just following the sound. And in the blackness, in the darkness of everything you see the outline of a person. A shimmering gold outline. Almost like an aura of some kind. Above her head, you see numbers.
Oh.
As you're watching her, she looks at you. And she goes, okay, and she stops. The golden aura around her starts to pulse nervously. And you can hear in your head a thump, 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 as you hear her heartbeat accelerate. Going forward, you will have advantage on insight checks.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's sick.
That's nice.
Oh, okay.
Man, you're taking my one skill.
No, that's okay. My insight is still a +0, so you're fine. Okay, sick.
She freezes in the doorway. Dad!
Oh, come on.
She starts to back out. And then eventually she disappears as she leaves the room. And if you no longer have direct sight on her, you can no longer see her aura.
Okay.
And you're left once again in darkness. Oki comes bursting into the little kitchenette area where you all are sitting. And she's like, Dad, something's wrong. Loren's hurt. He's not okay. He's not okay. He needs help.
Okay,
He's bleeding.
I'm a healer.
Okay, Epsilon, let's go to Izzy's room,
Crazy.
or wherever the fuck he is.
Something's wrong. Don't worry, Oki, I'm a healer. Show me.
Okay, come with me. He looks real bad. I don't think he's okay. And she leads you
Let me see.
both. Bascat, are you going?
Yeah, Bascat's immediately pulling out Boyamak and is now on patrol, eyes open, looking for who the hell did this.
Okay.
If somebody's hurt, I'm gonna hurt the person who hurt them.
Give me a perception check.
Some poor servant.
Yeah.
Hey.
17.
If it's high enough.
Her maid's just cleaning the hallway or whatever, and they hold their brooms just slightly threatening by accident.
Yeah. Immediately smashed.
I've got it. So you're looking around as the rest of them run and run out of the room, back down the stairs to get to Loren. You hear a noise coming from an adjacent room.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
What kind of a noise?
Like a scuffling. You
Oh
think
yeah,
there's somebody
kicking that
in there.
door down. Door is getting kicked down. Door is kicked
It's a
down.
cat. In before it's a cat.
I want to make a joke, but I think it's too NSFW.
So, what do you do? What's your strength check? Oh yeah, you didn't even need to do that. It's an unlocked door. Bascat, you walk over and just kick this thing. The door flies off its hinges as you kick it, and it flies across the room. And just standing in the middle of the room, barely missed by the door, is this kind of creepy-looking automaton that has a
Yes.
sweeper back and
It's a
forth. It just
Roomba!
stops and looks over at you, and its head just kind of cocks to the side. It doesn't say anything. It just stares at you.
Does it keep sweeping?
No, it stopped.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Bascat does not know anything, so Bascat's gonna be like, "Did you see anyone come through here?"
It just stares at you for a minute. Cocks its head to the side. It doesn't say anything.
Basket versus
they don't talk.
automaton.
This is another Sid situation.
Bascat versus robot. Who would win?
This
Robot.
this is just a random callback from some fun we had with Kat while she was on the show.
Oh,
All right, I guess I'm gonna turn and go. Keep looking for the danger that
Okay.
The danger
side
noodle.
game we know is not there, but
We will leave you. You can join in a moment as you're doing like a thorough sweep of the place. You got a 17 in perception. We'll catch you up with them in a little bit, but with a 17, the room's secure. You do notice that Izzy's gone, and with a 17, I think is high enough to find that he's pinned a note on the back of the door that said, "Needed to run and get some books. Be back soon."
Great.
Nerd.
He's
Fine.
a nerd.
Nerd.
Total nerd.
nerd. Ace,
So-
you're a nerd. When you watch this VOD, you're a nerd.
He really won't watch the VOD.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he's not gonna watch.
Fair enough, but I had to cover my bases.
Taurus is gone
We do it
too.
all the time.
My
I know.
ace is
oh yeah, they're looking for books.
Looking for
Oh yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
sure
make a joke earlier. I was gonna make a joke earlier. You kick the door open, and we're about to find out what Ace's favorite position is.
I like how you said that joke was too not safe for work.
Not
for
safe
the
for
show.
work.
That's one
Yeah,
of the
I
tame
figured
jokes.
it out.
Yeah, that was.
I figured it out like partly through. I'm like, oh, we've said worse.
Yeah.
had a
Buddy, how
whole-
many times have I said that's what she said, and I feel like I'm the tamest one in this room?
We have an
True.
entire episode of Golden Vault where we keep making like clutch jokes and euphemisms about masturbation. Like, I think
Hey,
you're okay.
leave that museum curator alone. She was fine fiddling her clutch in
She
front
didn't
of
need our
everyone.
help, obviously. So, the
Anyway,
by the way, you should be watching Golden Vault. It's a
Watch
hilarious
Golden
show.
Vault.
You should go watch that. The three of you make your way back down the stairs. Loren, what are you doing? I mean, Oki came in, left the room. What are you doing?
I think that Loren is kind of just like doing the thing where like you're kind of blindfolded or like you're drunk, or he's like listening as best as he can to all of the different sounds. He can't see anything. But what he is going to do is he's going to cast Mage Hand. And as he does, he's going to cast Mage Hand, direct it to pick up his book in one hand, and there's going to be some compulsion, I suppose, and he's going to feel like a pulse of something, and he's going to, once he's got the book in one hand, he's going to get Mage Hand to pick up like the dagger that he gouged his eyes out earlier, that he like basically just placed back down on the table before
Sure.
going to sleep.
Oh, yeah, you did that and then just laid it back down ceremonially and laid down to go to sleep.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I'm good. And yeah, I feel like there's just gonna be like, he's like, hang on, there was something else there. And he's gonna grab the Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand's gonna hand him the dagger, and he's gonna hold on to it. But because he doesn't know how to wield weapons, he kind of holds it like face down, almost like a pencil or a pen.
Like
So he's
you're
like
holding
kind
the
of holding it
blade.
very.
I'm gonna have to. Teach
Yeah,
him how
no,
to
no,
do
no.
that.
Holding the hilt,
Okay.
it's held down ways, almost like he's like kind of writing with it. Like, I don't know. It's just he's holding it like a pen, basically.
Ugh. You hear a voice in your head.
Demon just
Oh.
fucking.
Ah,
I wake,
that was disgusting.
finally.
Ah. Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Who might
No.
you be?
my name is Loren. I am
Lord.
a warlock from Barlam.
I could have guessed the first part.
Well,
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Diabolos. I've been tasked with overseeing your transition, making sure you stay
Okay.
on task.
Okay.
Your magic item is sentient
Fuck
and
Yeah.
has a demon living inside it. So now,
Yeah.
three of you have something in your head. Euphrases is being very quiet, though. So Bazcat, get on it, okay?
Euphrasia
Some-
doesn't have anything in her
idea.
head. She's just pledged herself to a goddess and then stole that goddess's sibling from somewhere. Except they're siblings, but they're not cool with each other.
Yeah, they all hate.
It's
they all hate Sheila.
complicated.
Bad Cat does have something in its head, and it's a small world on repeat.
I was just about
Over
to
and
say.
But I imagine Bazcat doesn't know all the words, so it's just
Yeah,
the small word. Yeah, and then
then
la, 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 la.
Small world after.
Yeah. Ugh. I have
Cute.
slumbered for so long. Tell me you have something interesting for us to do.
Oh, where do I start? Technically, we're overthrowing a country, and then we're gonna go destroy an empire. Maybe commit a few civil wars. We don't really know that part yet.
This sounds like a party.
Oh, you can meet the party. They're fun. I like them.
Right on cue.
Those of you coming down the stairs, give me a perception check. Or, what's your passive?
21.
Oh, you don't need
19.
to. You don't need to. That's fine.
If
As
there's
you
one
get
thing I can do, it's make my passive perception disgusting.
As you get close to the door, you can hear Loren having a conversation with somebody, but you can
I
only
stick my
hear
hand out in
Loren's
front of him.
side of it.
Stick my hand out in front of Ava so that he doesn't follow me. So that he doesn't go past me or freak out. Do you hear that?
Yeah, he's fucking talking to himself.
You have visitors. Were you expecting someone?
One of the kids kind of walked in earlier.
I think he's
Got
fucking
scared. There was an aura. There was some numbers as well above their head. That was kind of cool, but once they left, they kind of left.
Interesting.
I...
It's always fun to see what Necron gifts his warlocks with, and what he makes them pay for it.
Loren has absolutely, like, no class. And he's like, well, I mean, he gave me the power the first time. I didn't even ask for it. This is the first time I asked for it. And, I mean, I get it. You know, darkness, can't see. Can't see shit. Kind of interesting that you'd give your warlock blindness. I kind of need to be able to see that, like, you know, kill shit.
Loren, who the fuck are you talking to? And
I
I'll go
bang
into
on the...
room.
I've already walked up, I start banging on the door.
Oh, I'm just fucking
Hang
opening
on. I think I got really drunk. I have voices in my head.
it. Oh.
Don't waste your time.
Fucking shit!
I don't remember drinking, though. That was kind of weird.
Ava, you hear a voice in your head. Something's not right. He's not alone in there. I sense a presence, strong. Not as strong
I'm
as us,
running.
of course, but strong.
I'm running in behind Ava.
Fuck you, Garuda.
I love Garuda. Garuda's my favorite.
Yeah,
That is
love
my
her.
favorite.
same.
Are y'all bursting in?
Yeah.
Oh, 1000%.
Okay. Loren, have you done anything to cover yourself, or did you just wake
Not
up
here.
and... Okay.
No, I feel like Loren is like kind of just more so focusing on the fact he's like, you guys are gonna burst in and you're just gonna see him kind of just sitting on the bed with like this dagger and this book, and he's kind of just like looking up as if like he's talking to himself a little bit. But like he hasn't done anything to like hide or anything. He has no tact.
When you burst in, with the sight you see, Loren with a book in his hand, this black obsidian dagger in the other, you can see that along the blade there are these indecipherable runes of some kind. And on the on the hilt is this stylized eye. But what catches your attention the most are the empty sockets where his eyes used to be. They're not, you would expect, like gouged out, but they seem almost like they're just gone. We're filled in with this black void. But he does have streaming down his cheeks streaks of blood that seem to be stained into his skin.
Have I ruined the bed sheets? Fuck.
Euphrasia not realizing that it's like stained into his skin is like,
Blood everywhere, by the way.
Fucking
Like
shit.
all over the bed sheets.
Aw.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit,
like-
Loren, what did you do?
Oh, dude, the poor servants. Loren, what the fuck
my God.
happened? I didn't know you
just
were that
reminds me
shitty
of
with a dagger. I could have taught you.
Oh my god! Ava, shut up for 5 seconds and get me a
Sorry.
fucking rag with water on it!
Loren,
Oh, yeah.
as you look
Yes.
at the two of them, Euphrasia comes into view. Again, you can't see features. What you see is almost like a chalk outline. So you
Okay.
kind of see like a chalk outline, an aura of this person. This aura is a sharp blue, almost a frosty kind of aura. But it's also tangled up with some other auras you see. You see another one that's an even deeper blue, and one that looks to be the color of dirt, the earth. Minor strands of these auras tangled up together. Similarly, when you look over at Ava, his has almost that golden sheen of Oki's. but tangled up within his is a green and a lighter blue that reminds you of the waves.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Those are some pretty colors.
Stop moving so much. Give me the fucking rag
Here
with
you go.
the wet rag.
Let me know when you
I'm
need
trying
the
to
scalpel.
like get the blood off of his face and like carefully like assessing the damage.
I'm not really doing anything to like help or
I was gonna
hinder. I'm
say,
just kind of sitting
What
there.
do I assess of damage?
As you try
Uh,
to wipe away the blood on his face, it doesn't come off. It's almost like it's tattooed into his skin.
Oh, fuck.
As you
That's
try to
kinda
clean it.
Yes.
I made a new mini. I'll
Ooh.
share it in the Discord later.
Join the
Ooh.
Discord,
Wait, I did. I
everybody,
shared
if
it.
you
It's
wanna see that
creepy.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's creepy as shit and I
I
love
alre-
it. So
I already shared it.
when it
but
comes
you said
to
it gives-
damage, what
Join
am I
the
seeing?
Discord. And you can see it. Damage? He is...
Yeah.
What damage?
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. I'm a plus 11.
'Cause I am
Well,
damned.
fuck me
Oh
running.
my god.
Wow.
I believe there's just a moment to where, I mean, you've seen stuff before, so you're not like in full panic mode, but you're distracted. You're also confused. You're not finding any damage, but there has to be some. The amount of blood on the sheets, the fact that the blood is like stained into his skin, there has to be something. But you're not finding anything.
Can I vibe check the room? I don't have like a paladin kind of divine sense or anything, but
Sure.
being, in tune with like the divine in general, can I try to see if I get a vibe of
Yeah. Let's do Arcana. It's around this time, I think, that Bascat would have caught back up, kind of coming into
Yep.
the room, having found nothing.
If the door had closed at all, it is getting kicked open.
Oh,
Boom!
He's gonna look and be like, "What in Ava's menagerie happened? Who hurt you?"
I'm working on figuring that out if people will stop fucking talking while I'm trying to work.
With a 12, you don't know. I mean, the dagger obviously catches your eye a little bit, and it looks weird, but you don't really know Loren that much. That could just be a dagger that he's had this whole time. But looking around the
This whole
room,
thing.
it doesn't seem like there's any forced entry. It doesn't look like... You have no idea. Loren, when you look at Bascat, they're much bigger. So their aura is much bigger.
Sure, like, hey, Bascat.
But their aura has a little bit of a... it's also kind of golden, but it has a little bit of a red tint running through it. Just not like the others that's kind of tangled together. It's just their aura is kind of like this reddish gold, as opposed to just the gold from the other two.
It's a
Like a
rose
copper.
gold.
Like a copper, yeah.
Rose gold.
FYI, I will
Really?
say this because I know we have Psychic here and other people that listen. Don't read too much into these parallel to real world whatever colors of auras. I don't know shit about those. So I'm using my own, okay? So two
We're
reasons. To keep him from
going off of vibes.
yeah, to keep Loren from figuring shit out, and just because I didn't want to do research. So we're vibing.
Homebrew auras.
Homebrew
So-
auras.
Oh, I was
Euphrasia is
gonna
just
the
gonna, like-
fuck out of this campaign.
Euphrasy's just gonna step back, like, set the cloth down and be like, what in all of the gods' name did you do?
This is
This
gonna
one
be a
asks
really
too many
funny,
questions,
stupid thing.
Loren. You should kill her.
no. She's been quite helpful. We don't want to hurt her.
Can we hear the dagger also,
No.
or just Loren?
Just
Does he
Yes,
speak?
Loren.
Do you speak that out loud, Loren?
Yeah, it's just gonna be.
mean-
No, we quite like that one. There are many other people that can,
I
guy,
mean,
but we like these
thanks.
ones. People in this room and
I guess.
This is a really weird question. Like, because I'm blinded and like my eyes are gouged out, am I blinking at all, or am I just like simulating the sensation of blinking?
He is
Because
not
Loren,
blinking.
absolutely. Loren
In
is
fact-
absolutely just gonna be like, and he's gonna like poke himself in the eye.
When you poke yourself, you just feel like a void, a gap. And you'll actually know as you feel around, you have cut off your eyelids. You can no longer
Oh.
blink.
Yeah, alright.
Fucking put
Oh,
your
I'm
hands
so-
down.
I'm so stitching gemstones to that shit later in this campaign. That's fucking sick. I'm gonna look like fucking Sableye when I'm done.
More minis.
I'm fucking batting. I'm batting Lauren's hands away like he's a child. Like, no, don't touch that.
Behind you hear a
touch
tiny
toes.
voice. Dad, is everything okay? Can I come back in?
Well, it's still a little just not normal looking, but everything's safe in here.
Oh,
Everyone's
it-
hurt, I think.
It's creepy, but I'm fine. I'm not in pain. I'm not sore.
Lauren, how many fingers am I holding up?
Can
I
I
have no
see
idea.
from the aura?
No. You see it like you can tell that he threw his hand up, but it's not
Damn, he's
distinct
really
enough to
remember.
see. You kind of just see like a you can see him moving around, but it doesn't have enough detail for you to make out the digits.
Doing the fucking right hand rule.
23.
He was pretty close.
Ava,
Oh yeah, no. Like I
not
can't
helping.
can't see shit.
As Oki
interesting,
comes in the
actually.
room, you start to hear this loud kind of squeaking noise. As you all turn around, and when she crosses the threshold, she has Goldie on her shoulder. And Goldie starts freaking out. It's looking over at Loren, and it's like freaking out. It's chirping, and it's flapping its wings, and it's shaking its head, and it is like losing its mind. What's the matter? I don't know. He's never done this before. I don't know what he's doing. What? Stop! And like he like launches off her shoulder, and she catches him, and he's like flapping as he's like trying to go towards Loren. No, come
Can
here.
I look at the bird?
How
You
big
can.
See
is?
if the bird's okay?
It's just a
Yeah.
tiny choke chick, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean it can sit on her shoulder. She can hold it in her hand. It's really
Yeah.
tiny.
And she
Um,
can I look at him and make sure he's okay?
yeah. Give me an insight check.
I'm gonna vibe check a bird.
Yeah.
Can I do that too?
You can do that. Yes, insight check.
15 to vibe check the bird. Can I roll for shits today?
You have been rolling
Ooh.
pretty low. The 15 is just going to tell you that the bird's acting very unusual. Ava, you can tell the bird. I mean, you've spent enough time around Duchess Grunthor. You've gotten more familiar with chocobos. I know she's still around, right? She's on the. Oh, she's with
Yeah.
Kat.
Yeah, she's hanging
with,
out.
Yeah, she's still with Kat.
with Blake, right? On the airship, which you're okay. So she's here in Mysidia with you. Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure. This is a panicked, angry little Chickabo. Something about Loren is setting this animal off. It is hostile. You've never seen the Chickabo be this hostile towards anything. Actually, you've never seen this thing even be kind of mad.
Yeah.
And it seems furious. In your
What
head,
the hell
you
is
hear,
going on?
I don't typically express concern for you mortals, but I might suggest you send the child away. Something doesn't feel right here to me.
It's gonna be the weirdest game of telephone ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you take the chicken, give it some snacks and let it calm down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
It's okay, Goldie.
Animals.
It's not your fault. Something isn't right here. We're going to figure it out, but
Okay,
I think it's something beyond the lot of us.
Lauren's probably just decided to lie back down in his bed. Like, well,
She
can't
starts
sleep,
to
time
leave.
get comfy.
As soon as she crosses the threshold, the chirping stops. She goes, there, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. As she leaves.
I just kind of look at Ava, because, like, I think Ava definitely seems to be more in tune with things here. I'm just looking at him. You can tell she's frustrated. Euphrasie's frustrated, because she doesn't know what's going on and has no idea. Just, what the hell is happening here?
I made a deal with my patron for the first time. Okay,
Did what now?
Let me explain that. Let me explain it. Okay. Warlock.
Yeah, you've got about
get
5
the powers.
seconds.
Yeah. I will give you as much time as that damn well please. Thank you. Damn. Loren's just gonna
That's right.
Okay.
Show them who's in charge. You have the power. They are nothing compared to you.
That's a life and death situation. She'll live. Yeah, Loren's gonna be okay. So warlocks obviously they get power from patrons, whatever. I was chosen for my power. I didn't ask for it at first. I was chosen for some specific reason. I think it had something to do with the whole like all the crystals and everything, and the god was like, you know what? Let's fix this. Didn't know how to until y'all turned up in Barlam. But I was gifted the power beforehand, and then when we were in the fight with the Lich, I was assessing the situation, seeing what was going on, and I afterwards contacted my patron and was like, yo, they're strong. I'm not quite as strong. I would like to be on their level to be able to help out more and not be, I think the term is useless. And so I saw a dagger when I woke up in the night, shanked me eyes out, and I can't see, but yeah, I have a voice in my head, and it is very angry, and it does not like you, Euphrasie. I think it's like a darkness light thing. I don't think y'all are going to get along. He doesn't know that you guys can't hear the voice yet. Like, he hasn't clicked in yet.
You could see that, you could feel probably the amount of restraint Euphrasie is showing from not slapping you across the fucking face.
Now, if we were doing real life auras, your aura would be changing colors. But we are not.
We're not. We're not.
But,
We're
like,
doing Wolfkin's simplified auras he's making up on the spot. So just
she's
roll
just
with
holding
it.
her own hand.
A part of Wolf writing it was like, we're going to do auras, and then he was like, oh fuck, I have a psychic in the party. I can't do auras. Like, it's Homebrew, as Ava said.
Oh no.
So you're telling me that, you know, you took your inferiority complex and rather than, you know, expressing your feelings and perhaps getting some reassurance that you are not in fact useless, that most of us could have told you that, you made a blank check offer to a power you don't fully understand?
I mean, that sounds like
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
I do
hey
slap him
now.
across the face at that.
Oh.
Whoa.
Mage Hand
Can you-
punches her back.
Mage Hand doesn't
Can
do
you
damage,
honestly,
No, I know, but it still does it.
Can you honestly say you understand your powers 100%? Because I know there's plenty of people out there who do weird things for their gods. I've seen weirder than that, if you could believe it.
I've had 100
believe it.
years to figure mine out.
Right? Good for
And
you.
you're
How old are you,
100%
Loren?
in your abilities? 28.
Loren, in your head you hear, the pompous one strikes you. Kill
Oh, yes,
her
real bitch.
now. Do not let her get
Kill.
away with such insolence. Are you not the chosen of
Get away
Necron?
with
Are you
insolence.
not the one that he chose specifically for this task? And you will let someone like this stand against you?
Loren is like kind of he's sat back up because he was lying down because he is not taking this as seriously as he probably should be. But like
That's why I slapped you.
he's sitting up and he looks at you, Frazee, and he kind of just like. So here's the thing. Voice in my head, very angry. Darkness is not very happy at the moment. So I'm gonna tell you, not gonna ask you. I'm going to tell you, do not slap me again because I will kill you. That way we know, that voice is fine. Yeah, good. Thank you.
My point is across.
On the other hand,
Hold on 1 second. When you say I will kill you, Ava, in your head, you hear, the Dark One threatens us. He will be a liability. I'm pitting you against each other. Oh no.
Oh no!
I'm gonna be stuck in the middle of all of it.
here's the
Yay!
thing. I made the decision that I wanted to make at the time. Assessing the situation at hand, I made what I thought was the best choice that I could for my own goals, which is what everybody does when they make decisions in this world. We all make decisions to be able to further our own goals. Whether that's a positive or a negative, I don't care. This is what I needed to do. This is what I wanted to do. So whether you accept it or not, you Frazee, I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, we have a job to do. The god wants death, and by God, we're about to cause so many revolutions. So this bitch is about to get like Satan. But at the end of the day, do not fight me again, because I will absolutely fight. And I don't care that you're a healer. You can heal your own wounds when I'm done with you.
Now you sound like the chosen of Necron. Now you bring justice.
Ava,
to
do
his
your gods know
name.
what Necron is?
Oh,
Because I never got a name from that one.
Jesus.
You want to give me a history check, Ava? Unless you just already remember.
I mean, I do remember Necron in the Chocobo Forest, but I'll roll. Why not? And then Necron's also Conrad's patron, right?
Conrad's patron is
Yeah.
the main
Because-
source of where we've heard of Necron before.
Mm,
So you
because
do
the
know
whole
that
idea of Loren was that Necron didn't
Why
really
does
give a
Final
name.
Fantasy? Why does Final Fantasy keep accidentally making Warhammer references?
it might
Yeah.
it might not be accidental. So
Like, there's a
There-
guy called Xenos, and now there's a guy called Necron.
they do that a lot. There's actually a Star Wars reference in almost every Final Fantasy game. So
Oh, that's sick.
Final Fantasy
They-
12 is the Star Wars reference.
yeah, it's just Star Wars. But there's always
Bad.
characters named like Biggs and Wedge, and a lot of the times, what is it? There's a quote they'll throw in there every now and then too. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Like there's Star Wars references peppered throughout Final Fantasy.
Hey, who would have guessed that the people making a nerd game would be nerds?
Who would have guessed, right? Hey, this isn't a nerd game. This game is really cool.
Do you think
we're
this
cool.
is a nerd game? Put it in the comments.
Yes. Love that.
If you're watching D&D on YouTube, you're not a nerd. You are definitely the cool people. Just as
Yeah,
cool as
for
the
Oh,
people
you're a
playing
fucking
it
nerd.
on Twitch.
Nerd. Nerd.
Nerd.
I feel like you're calling me out right now.
I feel feelings about this.
I'm feeling very attacked.
I'm feeling many emotions and I cannot name them, but I am feeling them.
Alright.
But yeah, in the whole
Oh.
process, Euphrasia just kind of looks down. Alright, I'm sorry. I got carried away. I won't do that again. Unless, you know, you hit me first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we'll have that as like a
Yeah.
blanket deal that I don't hit you anymore unless you hit me first.
Loren swaps the book over into the other hand, and now Mage Hand is holding onto the dagger, and he holds his hand up as a heart for a high five. For a deal.
She gives him a high five.
Cool.
I won't hit you anymore unless you hit me
Whoa.
first, but either way, I just so long as you know you understand that I'm at the barest minimum
fine.
shocked.
I'll be
I
fine.
gotta say, the conflict resolution without bloodshed, I could get used to this.
I I feel things and I do overreact, and then I understand where I went wrong and I try to make up for my own failings.
Loren, in your head, you hear, admitting defeat so easily. She's weak. She's a loose thread. Ava, in your head, you hear, huh, that is a surprising amount of self-realization coming from that one.
Bitch, we about to yin and yang these motherfuckers every day.
Oh my god. Y'all are both just gonna read you crazy for filth. I don't want to cause a rift. I just made friends. I'm not gonna fuck this up.
It's a small world after all.
Pascal, you've been singing that all morning. Where did you learn that? I don't think I've heard that one before.
You know, I got it in my head. I think, you know...
It's stuck in mine too, you ass!
Yeah, it's real catchy, isn't it? I think I heard it from my friend Sora.
I love
think
it.
I've met them. Are they from... Where are they from again?
Oh, I don't know.
They turn well for 10 minutes, pick it up, and then they leave.
Sora was a person that you met briefly. They stopped through Ballum, but you haven't seen them since. They were a little eccentric.
We didn't ask them where they're from.
They talked about different I mean, they mentioned places that you'd never heard of. And they've been gone for quite some time. And Sora is now canonically part of this campaign.
Yes!
And he's saying it's a small world after all, and it's forever Bazcat's earworm.
Yeah, that ride was actually his limit that he gets in this world.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the topic.
All things. Fuck! I've lost the ability to speak.
Okay, well, I have two questions for you,
above.
Loren.
Hi. Yes.
One, do you need to know how? Oh, thank you. Do you know how to use that thing? Do you need help learning to like? I know you kind of just stab, but do you like?
Oh. Do I get any innate thoughts or feelings of how to wield it, or am I just like I just know how to do it from the power?
Power it grants you. That's kind of innate. Your ability to actually use the weapon is still limited by your dexterity, with the exception of the plus that it gives you. So the dagger, as you're holding it, it does. As you pick the dagger back up, it starts to, you can feel in your hand, adjust itself in your hand, moving itself into a better grip position. So it can assist. It can assist, and if I was going to put a value on it, I'd give it a +2 to your daggers. If I had to just think of a number.
It's got an
aimbot. But
hell yeah.
to your dagger attacks with it. But you're not like immediately like great at knives. You know?
Oh, I was gonna love a training montage with Ava and Bazcat trying to teach a blind Loren how to use.
Well, you still can.
I'm singing it shittily so we don't get copyright struck.
What Loren is gonna do is he's gonna like hold it in his hand, but he's gonna hold it properly. So he's gonna hold it like blade up, and feel it start to shift and up. We're like, okay, well, you know what? Honestly, I'm not knowing what's going on. I feel like there's a little bit of a deal as well that could be struck between myself and Diabolos. In the sense of it wants... Well, yeah, but like it wants a lot of blood, it wants a lot of murder, so clearly like something to do with death, but at the same time, like, I can't see. And Loren is absolutely going to be making a joke out of this. And it's like, and if I can't see, I can't kill things.
You were so cavalier about this, it's unsettling.
Oh, honey, I have been through some fucking shit.
If you can't see, how are you staring at us? Exactly where we are then.
Oh, I can see like an outline, like an aura. Like
Oh,
hers is like a
okay.
couple of different blues. Bazcat is
Huh.
like a copperish color. It's really pretty, Bazcat. I love that
That's-
for you.
that's
Yours,
pretty cool.
Ava, is are you bi or gay or any? Like, just there's a lot of colors going on there.
Oh,
No,
okay.
oh, okay. Well, you're an ally.
Okay.
Ava, give me a history check.
Ooh,
Ava
I'm real
is
smart.
Ava is if Ava
History check. History check after hearing the words "you're an
Actually,
ally."
you
We
have-
actually find that Ava is massively homophobic.
You have it. You have advantage on this. You have. Sorry, you have.
are
advantage
you
on the history check.
bi?
Oh fuck. That's a lot better.
19. You remember this one time
Okay,
in
that's
college? No, I'm joking. So as he's telling you
I love
this,
this game.
something starts
This
to
is like-
prickle in the back of your mind. It doesn't
Ooh.
sound exactly the same, but you knew someone else who could see auras, life strands. This sounds very similar to
Oh,
what
yeah.
Blake had described she
Blake,
could see,
yeah.
but to a lesser degree.
Huh.
Which begs the
Understand.
question,
I hope she's okay.
Is Blake a cleric of Necron?
well,
Like a warlock of Necron.
you know that she follows someone named the Stranger.
The stranger, yeah, we met him in the Chocobo Forest.
And exactly, you've met him. But now you wonder if there's some connection there. Some connection between the two beings in some way.
Hmm. Man, I wish Izzy wasn't getting books right now.
I will tell you this, a 19 I think is high enough for this.
Questions.
You know that there's a very particular magic that surrounds the Chocobo forests. Specifically magic that does repel outright evil or dark forces. So that the fact that the
I think-
stranger was there at least eases your mind a little bit that he and
Mhm.
Necron are not one and the same.
That makes sense.
But you do question how they may be related after hearing this. There's something more to that.
Oh my god, what's the movie called? Lauren's gonna start walking around like this with the eyes in his hands. Is it Pan's Labyrinth or something?
Oh my god,
Pan's
I
Labyrinth,
think so,
One of my
yeah.
favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. Oh.
Lauren, look at this!
I was thinking more Aural Monsters where the guy holds his, his
Yeah.
eyeballs above his
yeah,
head.
With
Oh,
the,
yeah,
with
okay.
the armpit hair.
Euphrasia, Aural Monsters was a cartoon from like the early 90s.
I loved Aural
Oh, I thought you were
Monsters.
talking to Euphrasia, not me.
Fun fact, this is how old it is. I had an Real Monsters video game for my Sega Genesis.
Wow.
Euphrasia knows
You're
this.
And you're calling the DM of fucking middle-aged. God.
I have
I
to
got 4 years
perch.
till I'm middle-aged.
I have to perch because of this, this revelation, and the fact that you said Euphrasia, you didn't say Epsilon, so Euphrasia is now aware of this.
Sure, yeah.
Our Real Monsters is now canon.
That was Shiva in your head. Shiva was like,
Yeah.
crazy. Oh,
Okay,
real
Euphrasia,
monsters.
there's this thing. What the
A
fuck are
cartoon
you
from-
talking about?
Nickelodeon, I believe, but I can't really remember.
I'm not gonna say this out loud like these fools, other fools with gods in their heads who just speak out loud to them, but I'm gonna think back to her.
Hey, that's the
None
only
of-
way I know
Shit.
it works. I haven't tried it any other
I know,
way.
that's what I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
love
None of the
this.
others have even tried to just think it.
Yep.
They always
I'm
just
trying to
spoke it.
try thinking it to see if it works because this is
Yeah.
important.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, that's great.
This is for science.
This
Okay, Lauren, my
is-
second question. I
episode.
totally forgot.
This episode is a fucking mess, bitch.
Yeah.
This is great. What are you talking about? I'm having a great time.
Alright, second question.
You-
Yes. Hi.
Do you want a cane? We could probably get a sick fucking cane up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I have a knife.
Well, yeah, but like a walking cane, you get a little.
Oh.
fucking badass. Yeah, what did you think I was gonna ask you to attack someone with a cane?
I mean, that is a good
Well-
offhanded weapon,
I mean, yeah, it's alright.
like a backup.
Lauren's gonna kind of do the thing that you see people do when they're like trying to listen intently. He's gonna like start tilting his head, and he's gonna have his mage hand out. His mage hand out is now gonna be a permanent thing, obviously. So whenever it's supposed to die down, recast. It's a cantrip. Come on. So every time he does it, he's going to kind of have the mage hand out, and it says that the spell can move up to 30 feet per whenever you do an action. So I feel like whenever he's gonna kind of have it, it's gonna be like the hand from the Addams Family.
Nice.
And the mage hand is gonna start crawling around on the ground. And so whenever it hits a wall or anything, it's just going to keep moving the 30 feet around. So that's going to be his...
It's a Roomba.
It's a Roomba.
It's a Roomba! It's a Doomba.
But yeah, so he's going to kind of have a look at Mage Hand and that. And yeah, he's just going to every time it moves around, it's going to kind of map out the place. Or whenever he's walking in front of him, it's going to walk 10 feet in front and kind of... Basically, that's going to be my cane.
Cool.
Good idea.
That's sick. I like that.
That is...
Because I haven't clicked into... Diablos hasn't given me anything yet.
That
is... way of
is...
being able to see shit.
My favorite use of Mage Hand.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. My mind is now blown. I am thinking so many things. My thoughts are no longer functioning.
I come up with some weird shit, but sometimes it's fucking cool.
It's cool, and it's also weird as shit, and I'm imagining you, Fracy, trying to, step over this thing as it's, walking around, what the shit is this?
I got your characters mixed up. I almost called it Gregory. Because I was thinking, you named your mage hand. Yeah.
Let's name him Gregory.
Gregory is great.
Gregory is
full
great.
Disclosure, and this is above table. Bazcat would have absolutely just carried you on his back if you wanted, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, I feel like that would have been a thing. We would have been fucking full. Oh my god, I have so many
a little baby Bjorn with Loren in it.
Yeah.
There's so many references to things I could make. But yeah,
a chariot.
Yeah, so
bringing back the Kronk reference. It's Kronk with the big giant
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
The mage hand is going to kind of be my cane, so to speak. And because I have to give it a name, I'm going to give it Snoop because I've got to keep my memories alive. So I'm going to have my little helping me, which is ironic because Snoop was blind. Now I'm blind, but he can see.
Hey.
Yo, that double works.
Circle life.
But yeah, so that's going to be my cane is going to be
that's sick.
The mage hand.
So, I guess this is a thing now.
Yeah.
Everyone has things that actively talk to them.
I don't.
Except for Bazcat. And I don't think does she even talk to me, or do I just get the vibes? GM.
Shiva has talked to you before, but it's been a while. She doesn't do it that often. It's definitely not a constant presence. You get the feeling that
it's not an open conversation.
Yeah. It's more like she drops in to check in on you every now and then. You don't feel her presence constantly there like the other two. Yeah, she's got stuff going on.
Everybody, half the party has something actively in their heads that just talk to them because for various reasons. I guess we're gonna restore balance to the fucking world, I guess. I mean,
well, we're gonna fix some stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what bringing the crystals back to Ishgard's gonna do. Why I'm here.
Is it just
I'm here now because I like you, but...
Okay, I thought it was me. You're
Yeah,
Oh,
cutting in
fuck.
and out a little. I thought it was me. I was like checking to make sure I wasn't lagging any.
all
I've
of
got you,
us.
Frizzy, and Ava.
And
both
Ava's
going to
lagging a
ship.
little bit too, so that's why I was
I-
thinking it was me.
I thought it was me. It's usually me. It's not me this time.
No, it's not.
No,
No, I
my
got-
picture's struggling a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I'll make sure to memorialize. I don't know how to say that word. If there's any like awkward or embarrassing poses that you make, I take screenshots and I have like a little folder of my friends.
Oh my god,
you?
no. On Omega's channel, we've literally made emotes out of that when it
Yeah.
happens.
I've seen those.
We
They're
literally
pretty
have
good.
an emote of me and Coyote. Coyote says "McFucking excuse me," which is my
Okay.
favorite one. And then there's one of me that just says "Why."
I've
Oh.
seen those. Yeah.
Guys, where's Izzy?
Oh, he's
Just take a wild guess.
he's getting some
Oh.
books
Yeah.
with his
Oh, that
boyfriend.
was not gonna be my guess. Oh,
Oh.
okay, that's my guess.
What was gonna
Wow, that
be
was
a
a roller
guess?
coaster of emotions. Probably something to do with Taurus. They were either going to be doing something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. Anyway,
Doing
okay.
something or each other.
Lauren is going to now that he's like immediately figured out with Mage Hand, he's going to stand up. And whereabouts are we in the ship? Like, because I'd assume that we're kind of just like we've pretty much just taken over someone's room, so I'd be in like Nozak Bailey's room. Are we doing it kind of like that in a sense? Or how are we
Probably.
doing it?
How many rooms did Noctis? Whoa, Nozak build into
Four.
the ship?
Yeah.
Why
Just-
is Noctis here?
Yeah. He's like, he
Yeah,
knocks
he
on the door,
just-
like, "Hey, I'm going out for breakfast. If anybody wants to." No.
Yeah.
So yeah, you, I
Anybody want some
guess,
coffee?
would have taken over Nozak's room, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
It is a normal sized room, by the way. It's not just rabbit sized. Because it
I
still had
see-
Luca and Nelly.
Would
Yeah.
Bazcat be sleeping in
Freeze, do you have a
Grunthor's old
room?
room?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bascat got Grunthor's room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because Grunthor had the extra big bed. Because Galka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
well,
a big boy.
And that's
Asgard
also
is a big
where,
boy.
well,
That's
that's
the
where
double suite.
Blake is too, right? She's in Grunthor's room with Duchess.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the chocobo pen to the side
Mhm.
that I kind
Right.
of made, like half of it was made with hay.
Which means Blake's room is open, which would probably be where Euphrasia would be.
Yeah.
Shuffling all of the PCs
Yeah.
around a little bit.
Musical chairs.
It's
Ava's just
fine. we got
in his own
this.
room, like,
Yep.
I'm a survivor,
So-
baby.
Don't need to
So-
sleep, so Oki can take the bed.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Do I? Actually, now that I think about it? Or is that a you thing?
So elves,
Is that an elf thing or is that a...
elves
Oh,
Okay.
still
no,
need
that's anything.
4 hours, but he's technically undead now, so he doesn't sleep. So you still
Okay,
need 4
cool.
hours, Euphrasia.
Okay. I was
Man,
like,
this
is this
party.
a thing? Yeah, if
love
anybody
this
was
thing.
like super built to be like a mildly unhealthy academic, it would be Euphrasia, and yet it's Izzy who is the least well built for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lauren is gonna start like walking around, and is basically using Mage Hand that. Whenever he comes across like an open door after like hearing the chocobo, he doesn't know where Oki and the chocobo is. So every time there's like an open door, the Mage Hand like closes it as he starts to walk past, and that's to
Okay.
make sure that there's
Oh,
no
man.
like whatever. But he's probably gonna get up and probably walk out onto the deck. And then like while he's up on the deck and that, he's going to walk over to where there's like the railing on the side and just kind of put his hand on that, and it's going to be like, all right, Diablos, you want me to kill, you want me to do chaos? I can't see. So what's your solution to that?
I don't have a solution to that. I can see just fine. No.
What?
I could help you from time to time, but it'll cost
Only
you.
in battle when you want me to kill things.
Can't you see the auras? Aim for those.
I'm going
Above
to
table,
block the
with
memory.
you being able to see the auras and the life forces, you will not suffer the... You will still be able to make normal attack rolls. Because you can still technically
Thank
see...
God.
So you can still technically see them. Now,
Okay.
again, above table. And that's what I was saying, like, you're blinded, but I'm not going to completely take away your ability to actually cast spells. Now,
Yeah.
the dagger itself, he can
Yes.
see from the dagger, and he has dark vision out for like 120 feet, I think.
Yeah.
He is open to further deals in order to grant you temporary sight, but
Okay.
it doesn't come for free.
Of course.
But as far as battles go, yeah, all of any creatures you encounter, any living beings will have some form of aura that you can see.
Sweet, that makes things good.
I would also like to tell you again, everybody else you saw, I didn't specifically say it, but they all also have numbers kind of just floating above their head.
Yeah.
What
Curious
kind of
about the
numbers?
numbers. I am actually going to try and have a look at that. And did anybody follow Loren? Would anybody have followed
I
Loren
probably
out of
would
the
have
room?
been hovering a
Would,
little bit.
would anybody follow the blind man out of the room?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think we're all
I would
sort
have
of-
followed
yeah.
you.
So I'm going to turn around to everybody, and I want to make insight on them, specifically looking at the numbers, because I didn't mention, the only time I mentioned the numbers so far was with the Ebolos over Oki. I hadn't
Mhm.
mentioned it to anybody else.
Give me an
So-
insight check with advantage as you're looking at your friends.
I just had a thought. Is it insight or investigation? No, it'd be insight, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. cool.
Vibe check.
Okay, 15.
15.
Ooh, good vibes.
So
+0, it's always good vibes.
you see above each of them, there is just a floating, almost ethereal number. It's almost like an HP bar in like a
Yeah.
video game. You know what I mean?
Vegeta, what is this power level?
But what you're seeing,
Everyone!
you look at Euphrasia, and
Uh-huh.
you see the number 817.
Okay.
Ava, what are you?
Damn, she old.
Do you mean like my class, or what do you mean?
What is your
Your race?
species?
Oh, I'm a reborn Elysian.
When you look at Ava, he actually doesn't have a number.
Oh.
Okay.
When you look at Bazcat, you see the number 97.
Lauren's gonna start to go through his head of all the different possible combinations.
Give me an intelligence check.
Sure.
Your friendly
She has
neighborhood.
an
Epsilon.
idea.
12.
Epsilon has an idea.
You don't know.
He's gonna keep that to himself for now.
Great.
Damn it! I know. I know. I know!
He's gonna be looking at Ava real sus.
Anyone who knows me probably already knows it too. I lifted it right out of one of my favorite shows.
Oh.
I'm too young for this middle-aged.
I don't think so. I don't think you're too young for this one.
You would. You can get this. I believe in you.
I don't know. Oh well. Anyway. Okay. So with that, he's going to just kind of lean back on the railing, looking at his party, his new friends,
Bull?
and then kind of looking at the dagger. Huh. I think this has actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. And all I have to do is just, kill a couple of things here and now and then. I mean, there are a lot of
There's
reasons too.
one more thing I've been asked to tell you.
Yeah. Hang on, God is speaking to me.
I'm not the god, I'm just the messenger. And your warden.
Sorry, it's
There
not
will-
God, it's a messenger, but he sounds really hot.
Yeah, Daddy's talking to me.
He's like,
There
I'm
will-
not doing that.
I look at Ava and throw up my eyebrows.
Loren is just an absolute flirt. He does not click in sometimes when he says shit.
There will come a time when Necron will call on you, and you are expected to answer that call without question. Do you understand? That is the final part of this bargain. Should you fail to rise to the occasion,
Oh, power god.
at the minimum,
Oh, at the minimum. Huh.
How going
I
at the
mean,
minimum? What are you talking
sure.
about?
It's a rough conversation sometimes.
Ava's like, it's fine. This is normal.
Just let him process it. It's new. Took me a couple weeks.
like all of our conversations flow exceedingly well, actually.
He is going to, because Loren
These people
remembers.
responding to their gods out loud.
Like right next to you, like they're both talking in their heads.
I'm just like, I look at Bazcat like, what the fuck is wrong with these
small
people?
Bazcat, for the first
Loren is
time,
going
you
to-
actually hear the song in your head. Someone's singing, "It's a small world." Who knows who that is?
It's just me.
Oh,
Loren is going to kind of look at the party and remembering the specifics of having to say, yes, I accept. So he knows that it requires a formal acceptance. So, but he can still be smart about it. And out loud, Loren is going to say, I accept the call that if Necron... I accept the offer that if Necron calls, I must answer. With the... what's the word that I'm looking for? With the downside... With the...
Caveat.
With the caveat, yes, thank you. But yeah, he's going to finish it with the caveat that if I don't, there is a high possibility of death. And I'm saying that specifically out loud, looking at Ava. Because you're the one that's got all the other gods.
While I appreciate your reacceptance, you already agreed to this when you offered us anything. But it's good to
So-
know you haven't yet changed your mind.
Loren's such a prick. Like, well, if I'd already accepted it the first time, why did you need reassurance on the second one?
Just to make sure you were aware of everything you'd signed up for.
That was that all. Fair. Already had a death wish before, this just speed runs death.
I can see why he chose you. By the way, let me tell you what I can do. And there's a moment, the two of you looking at Loren, you see his hand just grasp tightly around the dagger as he his eyes always open, kind of fly up towards the sky. And it looks like he's just, for a minute, like his muscles tense up. Loren, you now have the full list of everything in the weapon that I sent you, everything that it can do. You're fully aware of all of its capabilities in character now too.
Okay, cool. Alright. Was that the deal for sight though? No, that'll just be in battle and shit. Okay, the whole thing.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting because I could do some shenanigans with this shit. Also, this is gonna be painful in battle.
Why? You can still see.
Most of mine are DC checks, and my
Sure.
spell save DC is absurdly high.
Sure, but the dagger itself does give you a +1 to your innate DC check.
Yeah, and it's
So
applied.
there's that. Did it apply? Okay, good.
Yeah. I have a spell attack. My Eldritch Blast hits harder.
I look at the other three. I say, we got 2 ultimate weapons out there now. Who's next? Because it's fun to make these, and I feel awesome when I hand out like powerful shit.
I'm very curious what Euphrases is or what it's like gonna look like.
I'll be 100% honest. I haven't fully decided on everyone's yet. I kind of like finalize it once you get it. I'm like, all right, now it's time to where are we at in the story? What makes sense? What's cool? So, but I have an idea for everybody.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
message you because I put an idea in the chat, but I have a different idea that I'll message you privately.
I love that. I love private
Alright.
messages. Makes me feel popular.
So, with the
Oh, hell yeah.
conversation in Loren's head and having that conversation with Diabolos, he's clicked in now and realizes everything. He is going to look at his party members and recite to memory the like intricacies of their colors, so he doesn't like accidentally attack them if they're in combat. But then he's also just going to kind of look at everything that's kind of happening, and just with the dagger, he's gonna like kind of place it into the book, and there's going to be something different this time. Because normally he would write his spells, but he can't write because he can't see. So what is going to happen instead is he's going to tap the dagger into the book, and you're going to see him push it in, and it's going to pull his arm in as well. And as he pulls it out, there's going to be like this kind of dark ichor that's going to splash out as he throws out an ink. His spells are now going to be ink-based as he throws ink onto the ground. And using the dagger, he is going to cast Summon Undead as a way to cast his new power.
As he throws,
Go.
he throws the ink down on the floor of the airship between you, as it starts to bubble like tar, and then from within it you see one skeletal hand shoot out and slam onto the deck. Another one shoots out after it as it slowly just starts to crawl, pulling itself up.
Holy
As it finally just
fuck!
pulls itself all the way up and then
Hi,
just
Paul.
stands there.
I'm not calling it that.
Hi! How's your day been? Mine's been a buck wild.
So with that, he is
Thank
going
you.
to then he's going to then kind of look at it and kind of look around. And the first time he sees a bird is going to see if he can command the undead to shoot the bird. Just to see
Well,
if
that's
it works
rude.
that way.
Okay. What was... Give me 1 second.
You
That
freezing
bird was an
talks with a
asshole
zombie.
anyways.
Remind
Yeah,
me
fuck that bird.
Remind me what the
That one
stat
shit
block
on the
was.
airship.
So it's an undead spirit.
Okay.
But I can choose between a ghost, skeletal, or putrid. Obviously this
Okay.
one's skeletal, and it has a ranged attack roll, which is a bonus equals your spell attack modifier.
Yeah, sorry, I should have
Throws
let
a
you
bone at it.
choose. I should have let you choose, but the skeleton just came to mind.
It-
I forgot.
It would have
you
been a
had
skeleton anyway. Yeah, no,
Okay.
it would have been a skeleton.
Okay.
So with a
Skeleton
ranged attack
yeets a
roll,
bone at the bird.
Yeah.
Like the levels in Stardew Valley in the caves.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yes.
So
but
I
it's
wanted to see the
called
stat
Grave
block so I
Bolt.
could actually look and theme this correctly. So you see a bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
That bird's
Yeah, I
name
just
is
wanna, like,
Shithead.
see if I
It
can see a
shit on the
bird.
airship.
It's an asshole.
This bird is allowed to die without us feeling remorse about it.
Oh, it's been shitting all over this place since you landed.
Yeah.
It's been taunting you. This
Epsilon,
the skeleton.
you're fairly. Oh, go ahead.
No, you first.
Epsilon, you're fairly new to the channel. Bubbles famously does not like birds anyways, so
Birds and I are on thin ice.
I hate
Birds,
I hate birds
spiders,
so much.
all sorts of
Birds
fun
aren't
stuff.
real.
I'm not- I have a
Spiders.
fear of spiders. I don't hate spiders. I hate birds.
Birds aren't real.
I'm sure
They're all government drones and they work
Government.
for the bourgeoisie. The birds
When-
work for the bourgeoisie.
The bird explodes and you start seeing sparks for some reason. This thing looks up at the bird following your finger. And you can actually see the bird, all living things. I mean, you can see this bird also has kind of a light blue aura that reminds you of the sky. As the
But I can see
skeleton,
the aura is smaller.
Yeah, it definitely. You can definitely see that it almost looks like just a dot for you. In fact,
Good. So I can also picture like I can size
yes,
up
absolutely.
people. Sweet.
I mean, because when you're looking at your friends, it's still kind of an outline of them, so you can tell
Yeah.
that it's a humanoid shape. Um,
Mhm.
you would actually not know this was a bird, but it's pretty safe to assume because it's above you, right? I mean, there's
Flying.
only
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Here
it
we
could just
go.
be.
Holy fuck! It's a pig.
But I mean, it could be a bad. I mean, you know what I mean. But like, as the skeleton looks up at it, it's like it opens its mouth, and from behind its eye sockets and inside of its mouth, it starts to glow this green pulsating energy. Not like the
So
green
sick.
energy you see, Ava, with like Garuda, but this is like a dark kind of fell green. As it opens its mouth, and from it, just this pulse of green fell energy shoots out, and as the bird's flying, just tush, it hits it in one puff of feathers. The bird vanishes
Yeah, I'd
as the
probably be
thing
able to
closes
do
its
that.
mouth
What?
and looks back at you, awaiting its next command.
I'm gonna walk up to it. And he is gonna play like the weirdest necromancer. Because that's what he half is now. Still a fiend patron warlock, but like heavily into the necromancy stuff now. He's gonna walk up to the skeleton that he's made, and he's gonna like scratch its head. He's gonna like, "Hi, you're a good guy."
I
And then
definitely pulled shitting on the airship earlier, so he definitely deserved that.
even your phrase is like, "Yeah, fuck that bird."
The
I
Yeah,
was like against it at first, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna lean into this.
yeah.
That
So he's
bird's
gonna
evil.
scratch the head of the skeleton and just say, "Thank you for letting me see what I was able to do." And he is going to. I'm having a look. It says duration is
Mr.
concentration up
Skeleton.
to an hour. So if I drop concentration, does it go?
Yeah, if you drop concentration,
Okay.
he'll fade back away.
Yeah. So I'm gonna scratch its head. I'm gonna say thank you for showing me, like, what one side of what you can do. I think there's some others that I want to test out sometime, and I'm just gonna say, okay, you can go now.
I would like to
As
say thank
horrible
you,
as it
Mr.
is,
Skeleton.
he's gonna make it real violent and gross, going back into the ink.
Nice.
Who, me? You think I'm gonna do that?
Skeleton.
No.
Oh,
The skeleton
wait.
is making it gross.
I pulled
Sinks
the
back in.
skeleton escaped, and that was the like. Okay, so in my mind, I'm flavoring the fuck out of this.
Go for
The
it.
skeleton like throwing his hands out to get out and stuff. It's like very horror movie, very like almost Sadako getting out of the TV. Almost.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
and then, like,
thinking.
as he like stands up, and then like the way that he gets called back, it's still death, it's still undead, and the way he gets called back is that the floor underneath him opens up, and you're gonna see like hands start to like with these nails grab him and start dragging him back down.
I like yours
into
better.
The thing.
So, full disclosure,
I step back so I don't get ink on my dress.
mine he was just going to like fall apart, and then his bones were going to crumble to dust and blow away in the wind. But yours is way cooler.
He makes the Lego breaking sound from the Lego game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he also kind of explodes like that, just that little one pop.
Yeah, just
Little bits
No,
of him
it's
go
gonna
flying.
be
One falls off the airship.
it's going to be he escapes to serve me, and then once it's done, they like pull him back
Pull him
down
back.
into the underworld.
I love this game.
So I gotta ask, Bazcat,
Yeah.
Euphrasia, Ava, how do you
Hi.
react to this?
Just with the skeleton, took out a bird,
I-
and then crawled it back to the underworld.
That
I
happens.
really feel like
I think.
Bazcat like has seen weirder at this point.
Probably.
And knowing that it was specifically something Loren did, I don't think he's gonna be like too scared or nervous or anything. I think Bazcat definitely would at some point, either earlier or at now, just like looked at Loren and being like, I guess my only question for you is, do you feel safe at this moment with your situation?
Honestly, I feel the safest that I have ever been.
Excellent. I'm not gonna judge you then. Yeah, Bascat's cool. It's
Okay.
like whatever. As long as you feel safe, I'm good, man. You can be an idiot, but you can be as long as you're safe.
You can be an
Crazy.
idiot, but as long as you're smart about it.
Bazcat's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a safe word though. Like,
Yeah.
you say a
Banana.
word, and then if you're not, then I cut your head off if you think you're going back.
We say banana. Say banana if you want us to kill you, I guess. Yeah, Euphrasia's gonna definitely look at the bird that now no longer exists. I think I caught that thing shitting on the airship earlier, so I mean, I guess it deserved it, and I think at this point, I don't think this isn't worth spending any more of my emotional energy on. I think you've expended all of my ability to process this all at once. And this is just a thing now. And honestly, I think Bazcat put it best as long as you're safe. And you don't hit us unless we hit you first. And that's like the deal going forward. We high-fived on it. No takesies backsies.
Loren is just gonna turn to face you, recognizing now your outline with your aura. Says, well, technically I can still kind of see. It's just very limited. I can kind of see outlines and colors rather than the person. Everything else is very dark. It's very pitch black. But I can see, and he's gonna point to each person. I can see Euphrasia, I can see Ava, I can see Bazcat, because I can't fucking miss them. But I can see the outlines. I can see your colors. Obviously, I know which color is good color. And actually,
So am I.
I can also kind of see something else, but I haven't quite figured out what that part is yet. So I'm gonna keep investigating what that is before I talk openly about that one.
Okay. I was going to ask about it, but I assume you're not going to be forthcoming.
Oh, I don't know what the other part is yet. So I can't really give information on something I don't know.
Oh, so you just see color and then something you can't.
I can see
Figure
color,
out.
I can see your outlines. Let's put it this way, if I wanted to cast a spell, I could miss you by an inch because I know where you are.
Okay, cool.
That's not an attack, that's just I know where you are.
Oh, no. I figured, I think you're rather cavalier about things, but I think I can understand. But I've heard what you sound like when you're threatening me, so I think at this point I could kind of differentiate that now.
Yeah, there's probably a difference between that. Yeah.
You sound like you've got your
Loren's spell
explain.
list.
You've got your explaining face on. You know what I mean? When you're thinking and
Explaining face.
your brow furrows a bit while you're trying to speak.
Oh, I still have brows? Oh, thank God.
Oh no, yeah, you still have eyebrows. You still
Okay,
look
thank God. Ooh.
your face still looks very face-like. Your eyes are just black
okay.
voids,
That's
and there's red marks on your face that are basically tattooed on. I tried to wipe them off, but realized that they're just a part of your skin now.
Honestly, mate, you're looking pretty cool.
It looks pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. If you're a warlock of something dark, you fit the theme. You fit the theme, mate.
Love it.
At this point, you hear a noise. The door opens behind you, and the automaton comes up, and he's carrying all of these bloody bed sheets. As he just comes
What
up,
the hell?
walks over to the side of the airship, and then throws them over. And then turns around and looks back at you all, and then just goes back inside.
Hey,
That's
it was
litter.
don't worry about it. That's above our pay grade.
You said that I could see living things.
Don't see
I'm
that.
completely blinded by the automaton, aren't I?
You are.
So you're watching this thing and
hear
Lauren's
it.
just like,
You can hear it clanking around, probably.
You can hear it, but you
can-
can't see it.
Meanwhile, somewhere on the surface of the land, somebody just got hit with bloody close from the sky.
So,
Oh God,
Oh,
no!
this-
Someone's just had the worst day.
full force damage, 20d6 plus fuck you.
It's Wolf, it's Liv. Liv just gets another gift from my city.
Oh,
It's
God.
just Liv.
That's great. No one else knows what you're talking about.
Nope. And we're gonna keep it that way. That would be
yeah, so
funny.
I'm actually going to. I mean, I'm just gonna live my life. Yeah, that's what I did. You see what I did?
Hey, look what you did.
I'm just gonna live my life kind of the same way that I did before. I just have a lot shorter range of being able to see and distance in that. But
Just
yeah, probably. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because that would be too RP, but that would also give Diabolos way too much power.
No, do it. What do
I
you wanna
was gonna say, in order to be able to make a deal with him to be able to like use his ability to see, I was gonna have the mage hand hold it up like a sort of Damocles situation, like constantly
Oh,
hanging over
that's
Loren's head to
cool.
be able to see. But I was like, I feel like that'd give him too much power because he would probably be like,
The bargain for using that ability is going to change based on whatever moment we're in.
oh yeah, that's understandable.
Diabolos is going to absolutely use his leverage to get something he wants.
So, Loren,
Yes.
just
Hi.
whatever happens, whatever goes on with any of this, if anything
Yeah.
changes and you don't feel safe or you don't like what's happening or anything like that, my door is open.
Oh. And if it's closed, I will knock and open it.
Politely, yes.
Or I could kick it open for you.
Please
not
don't
kicking
keep my
open
door
any
open.
God, I
doors,
have to repair that fucking door. God,
If you
Fast
knock,
Cat, let me
I
pick
will
our
hear.
door.
I hear a lot of things. I can hear and see rather well. I think
Just rub it in his face.
whether I'm sleeping. Fuck off, Ava. You can tell she didn't mean that. That was very playful, but fuck off. I can hear. If you knock, whether I'm sleeping or not, I will hear you. My door is metaphorically open. First and foremost, I'm here to help you.
I will let you know if anything changes.
He trusts you. That'll make this easier.
Keeping that one to myself. He's
I'm
been
gonna
kind of smart about it.
I'm gonna die.
The way that I feel like Loren has this connection now with Diabolos is that he is still very gung ho. He has his goals he needs to do. He has what he wants to do, but he's also very smart in the sense of knowing when to be able to twist a story. So I feel like there are some times where he's just not going to bother trying, like now, but like this will make things easy. Loren's like, I'm fucking telling her that. That's just creepy.
Yeah. Don't tell the girl that the god in my head wants to kill you.
I already have twice.
I definitely didn't slap Loren earlier just to antagonize him to see for Epsilon to see what would happen, and also because Crazy's emotional regulation skills aren't great.
I will be 100% honest with you, Epsilon. If I go first in attack order, I can outright kill you immediately.
Oh, I 100% believe you.
He's got one big bomb.
Buddy, I believe you.
I have a nuke.
I don't plan on hurting you again, like I said, unless you hit me first. The reason I slapped you is I figured Euphrasy's emotional regulation is a little haywire right now. And second, Epsilon wanted to see how this thing would react.
Well, and we're also not
and if it would try to force your hand.
Yeah, we're not really a super trigger happy group. You know, we don't usually just go straight to I'm gonna kill the other party member. So
Nah.
Yeah.
we got a
I'll
little bit of
slap you to
comfort.
Oh,
I'll slap
Loren.
you to send a message, but like I'm
Loren's
not gonna
was
do
just a
damage
threat.
to you.
But like, out of
Like-
everything, hopefully your intelligence is high enough that you'd be able to pass like all the shit that I would throw at you. But like, if not, oh boy.
Euphrasia has an int of 10. Just by the
Oh,
way.
if we have to fight, I'm
Cleric,
so
right?
sorry. You're
Yeah, cleric,
fucked.
yeah.
Euphrasia Pascal is a whiz build who acts very smart and very charismatic to cover up the fact that she is not.
That's that's
Yeah.
funny because Ava is an everything build that acts super charismatic to cover up the fact that he's not.
So
And
Yeah.
Bazgat is an absolute beast who just stands there and scares the fuck out of everybody. So they
But
don't
also-
need charisma.
Does
Also-
2 things: vibes and smashes.
Yeah,
Two
I-
things.
Also, yeah,
Baz-
Vibes and violence.
Bazcat's the cool one.
Yeah, for sure. I was
Bazcat's the cool guy.
legitimately
Bazcat would smoke a joint with you on the porch of the airship.
Hell yeah.
I was legitimately trying to down Bazcat during the Lich fight and could not do
That was
it.
so much fun.
I could not do it. I was trying.
Go ahead than that, buddy.
So, yeah, cool.
So what do we
I
do?
guess.
Are we just waiting for Izzy, or
I think
Yeah, I
once we
guess-
get
I mean,
Izzy, we're going
I
to
have
the
a couple-
desert.
I have a couple errands I need to run while I'm here, but that's it.
Where
I
you
think
going?
Izzy kind of wanted to give a speech or something. I need to go visit what the fuck is their title here? Master Ishtola? I don't know how to say their
Ishtola?
name.
Ishtola.
Yeah, that one.
High
Oh,
mage.
Yeah,
Yeah, High Mage is that one.
I had the idea that I was going to talk to Yuna about the materia and everything, and well, probably shouldn't now, but
Yeah, I could convey whatever message you wanted if you'd like. I think
no,
we know
it
the
was
same
going to be it was
person.
going to be a lot of like merchants technical talk and
Oh yeah, I
uh,
don't know anything about that.
yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest.
We need to find someone in my city who would listen to Izzy with
I
minimal
mean,
questioning.
he's a council member now. There's not going to be very many.
With minimal questioning is
Uh,
the caveat here.
I feel like that's
Minimal.
Well, Ava, you already know that Izzy, for the most part, outside of the upper echelon, is very well liked in Mysidia. So, his family and all of the hoity-toity people were
Council
all like,
member.
he's not a real sorcerer. But like the people that live beneath in the lower cities, they love Izzy. I mean, especially the ones
they
that
don't know him as Izzy though, right? Didn't he have like a persona with the
They-
medical thing he was doing?
they don't know that was him. But they, in general, like Izzy because they feel like he kind of represents, because they know of him. I mean, he's still the
Gotcha,
Archmage's
gotcha.
son. So
Mhm,
yes,
mhm.
they don't know that was him. But as far as his reputation, they sympathize with Izzy more than the upper echelon of Mysidia.
Gotcha.
And I feel like
Yeah,
you've
I
known
would-
Izzy
I
long
would
enough to know
convey
that.
that.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Ishtola seemed one of the more reasonable of the group.
Actually, Ava,
If some
Yushola was the one that was sitting on the southern side next to Seymour.
Ishtola's the blind one.
That was the one that was like promised me books for Cornelia and their
The
eyes
blind
were
one,
kind
I
of like-
believe.
Yeah.
I would like to ask if I could come with you because I feel like obviously now she's blinded. I might be able to ask a couple of questions about how to deal with some shit. But I do
Alright.
still want to talk to Yuna about the materia and shit. He's gonna look at you, Ava, and also look at Buzzcat and be like, they surely they know about you, right? Surely.
Maybe let's not just. I feel like if they did, she wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
be-
true.
Yeah.
Damn. All that intelligence, none of the common sense.
Yeah. Well, common sense isn't as common as it should be.
Again, they're
but yeah, so
sorcerers, so they're high charismas.
True, that too.
Oh, yeah, but they can't talk for shit anyway.
Wolf,
Mom
important
always
question.
said-
Yes.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Have we had a long rest since the Lich fight?
Yes.
Yeah,
So the
Not
Okay, I do
Yeah.
want to swap like one spell around because I
Go
do
for
want to
it.
use
Greater
do a
restoration.
thing.
yeah.
No.
The The long rest was happening while Loren was like gouging out his eyes. So yes, the long rest has occurred.
Yeah.
I just want to
Well, I was having a
change
wild night out.
No kidding.
one spell. Let's change.
I had the type of wild night out where I met like a crazy old lady that was like, your whole life's perspective will change by morning, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, I don't see that happening. And then, oh my god,
You sure didn't see it coming.
yeah, that's it. Fucking stupid joke.
Ew.
Stupid enough for punspiration, though.
Yes. Wait.
Oh,
does
I was
Jessica also
not
get it
paying
because
attention.
She added on. Oh wait, hang on. Jessica already always
Yeah, I
has.
think you already have it,
inspiration,
don't you?
Yeah, I battle. I always start with inspiration if I don't already start with it. So.
Oh, okay.
Do we have any
Okay.
Humes? Well, I'd guess we were
Loren.
building off of the
No.
old. We're building off the old ones, though, weren't we? The new Humes just get it when they wake up. Or
Yeah.
sorry, the new humans
Oh,
from
yeah.
2024. They just get it when they wake up.
The
Yeah,
lads.
Lauren's a human.
Okay. Okay.
Back.
Lives
Who's
in
gonna
a
be
ball.
Honestly, I wish I got inspiration when I woke up every morning.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mood.
Um,
I
Mostly
could
Steam
make
it.
so many jokes
Joint
about
pain.
that, and I'm not going to because I couldn't physically say those words. Epsilon, Tame Epsilon won't say it, but
I think we know what
but
you're
I'm
saying.
thinking it.
I think we're on the same
That's
page.
what she said. There's a that's what she said in there
Okay.
somewhere.
So I'm going to probably just maybe relax a little bit. Actually, I would go down into Izzy's room.
Okay.
Snoop.
I feel like
Snoop.
I feel like I'd probably be able to pick up on it because I do think I remember Dozak had made like indents of their names on each
I
of the
think you
doors.
did. And I do think you said
And
something like
Izzy
that.
hasn't changed. So I feel like he's gonna walk down
He's got a poster on
and
his
like
door.
the mage hand's gonna like start going up. It's gonna look like this fucking. I've got a huntsman. I've got a spider. I hate this already. But like he's gonna start like walking around, going up to doors and like basically like reading it like braille and stuff.
Mhm.
And then like no, not that door. Goes up to the next one. No, finds Izzy. I want to have a look and see if I want to look and I want to see if I can try to find a book on different like on like darkness or something to see if I can try and figure something out. But I also want to do it to test my ability now to still be able to like read.
So here's
so
the
to
thing.
speak.
None of the books in Izzy's room would actually he doesn't have a collection of Grail books. So it would be very, very difficult. Okay. It's a high DC and you have to roll with disadvantage, but I'll give you an investigation check.
Okay. That's still 26.
26.
Dang.
Okay.
Bruh.
As you're kind of taking he leads you in there, your mage hand, your spider hand, and you start. Let me ask you, how do you feel about Spider-Man? You okay with Spider-Man, or
He does whatever a
No.
spider can.
Any size catches thieves.
Nah, I feel like Uncle Fest is probably a bit better.
I'm just
not
asking,
a-
does Spider-Man
it's
freak you
It's
out?
Thing.
This is a total
No.
tangent. Okay.
No.
So so yes, this thing goes in.
I am very attracted to Spider-Man.
There we go. Okay, perfect. You start running your fingers along the spines, and for the most of them, you can't tell anything. Like it's just feels like the spines of books. 26 though, you do come across one to where it's almost you know how they like put the letters on the book when they've raised them up? So you can kind of feel that. Yeah, like an embroidered spine, and you can start running your hand down it. And you get the feeling it's hard to make out exactly because you're not used to doing this, but you do pick out the word. You're looking specifically for something related to darkness
Yeah.
or
Darkness,
deep, like,
abyssal, demons.
okay.
Demon.
I'm just kind of spitballing. Whatever you want to throw at me, I'm good with.
You do find one book, and it looks like Well, you don't know, so I won't say that.
I have no idea what it looks like. Wolf, what does it look like, Wolf?
The spine reads. The spine
I'm gonna be
reads.
insufferable with this.
You are. It's gonna. I regret it already. Non-elemental icons.
Okay. I'm gonna run my finger along the spine of it, kind of like slowly click into what it is, and I'm going to I'm gonna kind of like pull it out.
Borrow it.
I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm going to kind of just look at it in a sense. And I'm just gonna hold on to it for now because I do have an idea.
You know,
Um,
I can help you read that if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my limits of what I can do without needing to strike another deal.
Good luck. But believe me, you need us. You wouldn't
Oh, I'm
be
aware that I
here
wouldn't have
if you
signed the deal
didn't
otherwise.
need us. The
I know.
sooner you come to terms with the fact that we are intertwined, the better your life will be.
I didn't specifically ask for a deal in the sense of what happened in my past. And while I may tell the others that I was chosen, I know where I've come from. I know where my power is, why I was chosen. And I've already played that part enough. I mean, I didn't have any real chance with Leviathan, did I? That was unfortunate. But trying to correct that mistake now. Because Necron needs them. I need Necron. Necron needs me. I mean, I know of one other. Never told me a name, never told me anything, but I know one other patron. Or one other warlock. Not patron. Scratch that last part. I know of one other warlock under Necron's command. Don't know who though. And if it ends up having to be a battle between the two of us, trust me, I'm going to show why Necron chose me instead.
Like your determination. Let's hope it suits you well. Just remember, the offer's there. I'll lend you my eyes for a price.
What is your price?
Depends on what mood I'm in. Are you interested in the deal? Now.
He's going to hold onto the book in his hand, and Lauren's just going to say, "No, I got as much information as I needed. Thank you for your cooperation." And he's going to put the book back in and leave the room. And Lauren is half playing Diabolos the same way the Diabolos is playing Lauren. This is going to be a back and forward thing. So
You think you
with
are.
that, Lauren has kind of figured out the extent of what Diabolos looks for and wants to the best of his ability. But he's also kind of clicked in to more so the idea that unless he says something, then he is subtly letting Diabolos know that, you know, he's going to be the only Necron warlock left if he has to.
Yeah, he picked up on that.
He's gonna hold on to the dagger, and as he looks at the dagger, he's just looks Lamau. As he feels the dagger in his hand.
Old.
I'm gonna do that so much. Yeah, it's gonna get real old.
Perceives.
So we're just gonna see. Whenever I say looks, we know what I mean. Okay, we're just gonna get that out of the way now because it's gonna happen a lot. But he's gonna like hold onto the dagger. He's gonna like look at the dagger. And he's gonna run his hand along the flat part of the blade, just his finger along the flat part, and I'm gonna feel a little divot, and I'm gonna say, okay, that's where it goes. And he is going to go and do some experimenting with an idea that he has.
Okay.
And no one's going to like it, but no one has to find out. So
I'll need to
he's gonna-
know.
Oh yeah, no, you'll need to know.
I'll need to know,
I'll send you a
but-
message. I'll send you a message. Don't worry. But yeah, he's gonna need to test out a theory. And people are not going to like it, but he needs to find out what he can do and the extent of it. So let's hope none of you find out.
Well, I'm excited. Okay. Bazcat, what were your plans for the day?
I'm thinking about it. Bazcat, I think wanted to look into this is gonna sound wild based off of the results of the battle. But I think Bazcat is going to want to look at doubling down on like armor, some sort, like trying to find if he can't like get some boosted
Even more
D.
busted.
He wants that defense.
Yeah, he does.
Nice. Okay.
You heard it here first, chat and comments.
Yeah.
Bazcat wants the D in
The
parentheses.
Mysidian
defense.
Poorhouse.
Okay. So you're looking for something that can help with defense more than offense. Yes.
Yeah, because Boy
Okay.
Mac's doing a great job.
Boymock is
Right
doing
now.
a pretty great job. All right. Euphrasie, what was your plans for the day? And I'm only asking because we're getting about time. So what I might do is take these and we can either do it offline or go through it next time. Because I don't want to do like start a shopping episode at the, at the 2-hour mark or anything.
So
I'm
the
shopping.
biggest reason I swapped a spell around is because I did tell the mages in my city they wanted healers, and I volunteered
Okay. Right.
my basically my family. Or
Right. Okay. So what spell did you swap out for?
I swapped out for sending so that I could call my mom.
No.
Okay.
Dear mommy.
Okay. What are you saying? As I
God.
get to Discord to try to frantically look up and remind myself that you have a good relationship with your mom, right?
I do have a good relationship with my mom, but you also know
Yes,
what
we
happened
know.
when Euphrasie left. So
Right. God, where is this?
Okay. I'll think about it because I only get 25 words, so.
Yeah.
Sounds like a next episode.
That'll be great. You think about that. Because I got to do homework.
No! No, don't give me a.
You could go ahead and think about
No,
it. I'm
I'm
just going
gonna
to ask.
overthink that.
No, you think about it now. I'm going to ask Ava what he was planning on doing, and then I'll let you give your 25 words before we break.
Okay. Okay, cool.
But I will admit, that threw me. I did not expect that, and I had not done my proper research on that NPC's mind state. So I don't want to, unless it's something I can easily respond to. But Ava, what's your plan?
Ava would like to go see. I already forgot their title, but that person I was talking to, head mage,
High mage.
grand
Oh,
high
no,
mage.
yeah.
Yep, that was close. Go see the high mage, and then see if there's a pet shop here, which is probably chalked, but
Okay.
Aw.
Okay.
We
So
gotta
let
get
me-
Tiny some pet food.
oh, and then
Let-
go to the Undercity.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Because Loren had expressed some interest in going with you, but he also kind of disappeared. Would you wait for him, or would you just go?
Lauren, how fucking long are you gonna be?
Oh, as far as you're concerned, like he only went downstairs into Izzy's room. You can already hear him walking back up.
All right, yeah, I'll wait for Lauren.
Oh, I assumed you were going to go start doing your tinkering thing right then. Okay. So you're
No,
going to
no.
join the
He-
group. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Euphrasie splits off from you. She's just like, I'm gonna go see about getting the healers for Mysidia. Ava, you At least show her hi. She seemed cool.
Okay.
So are you staying? Are you going to stay on the airship then? You're going to send this message, or
Me?
everyone? I think everyone's leaving, right? Do you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
your 25 words yet?
Not necessarily. If you wanted to finish their thought,
Okay.
but I can get it now if their thought is finished.
Anybody else got anything? Are we putting her on the spot?
Put her on the spot.
I-
On the spot.
On the spot.
I could give her a little bit of time.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have to like count this off for myself.
Yeah. I'll give her a bit of time.
Yeah.
Eva, while we're walking, he's like half walking next to you, like normally, as if he would. The mage hand is kind of just like scuttling around and stuff. He is obviously going to be standing quite close to you because he's not going to be able to react as quickly, obviously. But he's going to tell you about something else that he has that he feels. Ava, I have a question for you.
I might have an answer.
You're technically dead, correct?
You know, I don't know if I figured that out yet.
Okay. You
Why?
seem like the kind of one that would hate me the least for what I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
There's something else that I can do, and it is quite unethical. But the way that I want to go about it is probably the most ethical way I can think of. When I'm done with Histola and I'm done with Yuna, I want to head to the prisons. And I want to find an inmate on death row.
Ooh.
And I want to steal their soul and place it into the dagger.
I really want to let you Phrasey say her thing, but that's such a great place to end the episode. You Phrasey, I'll still let you do it. But damn.
That's cool as shit. And also not spooky as fuck.
Ava, what's your response to that?
I'm gonna become an ethical necromancer.
I think I was
Go ahead.
daydreaming. Did you say you want to? Well, just stop because I hear voices in my head. You said you wanted to go to a prison.
Yep.
And go to someone that's on death row.
Yep.
And take their soul.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the idea is I want to be able to take full advantage of this, and if these feelings and ideas in my head of what is true about it, I do honestly believe that it is worth the risk. Obviously, the downside is someone dies, but technically, whatever.
He's gonna die anyways.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, I can summon
Do you
undead.
have like a
I can
daily
do a bunch of
quota
other
you have to
stuff.
meet? Is this something we're gonna have to do frequently?
No, I just need to put one in there, and it kind of stays
Okay.
there unless I replace it with another one.
Well, don't tell this idea to Izzy.
But, no.
I mean, God, I am kind of curious. Oh God.
I mean, if I die,
Even no.
it's released into the live stream. So, eventually they're gonna end up, properly dead. But I'm just putting them in a bit of limbo.
Oh, that's wonderful. Limbo for eternity. That sounds great.
It's proving quite entertaining for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Yeah, fuck it. We can talk to someone.
There we go.
I caution you about this path you go down, Ava.
Mm-hmm.
I do not trust this one. I feel something from them that I can't understand, which is not something I'm used to. Tread carefully, for your existence is tied to mine.
And Leviathan.
And, of course, Leviathan. Yes, him too.
Yeah.
Does he dislike Loren? Does she dislike Loren more than she dislikes me?
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
doesn't really have anything against you so much as her brother's in your head. But Loren, she's just got a vibe.
Okay. Okay, I thought she didn't like me, so...
No, Garuda doesn't really like anyone.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
So
She just puts up with Ava.
she's slowly learning to
really have a choice.
tolerate Ava.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting place to leave that. Euphrasie,
Okay.
what's your message?
I wasn't entirely...
I looked up what I was looking for, so I'm ready to go now. I just needed
Yeah,
a quick
I was-
refresher on the details.
No, you're good. I'm just mentally cataloging who Euphrasie's on thin ice with at the moment.
So you're sending a message to the High Priestess?
Yeah,
Okay.
Cordelia Pascal.
Okay.
Really?
Love Cordelia.
I love sending math.
My city needs mages. Healers. Pardon my... Fuck. Brain. Come on. Epsilon. Epsilon's broken.
I'm just like,
My city
is this
needs
Epsilon?
healers.
Okay, so that's like 10. That's 10
Fuck
words.
off, psychic!
This is like watching. Oh my god, Jester send a
That's true,
message.
No, don't compare me to Jester. Now you're gonna make me self-conscious. I'm never gonna use this spell again. Fuck me.
Oh,
I hate
All right.
all of you.
you can start over.
I hate all of you.
I like Jester. I meant it as a compliment.
Oh, I know, but at the same time, it still makes me self-conscious. Okay, either way, my city needs healers for upcoming battle with Noctis. Can anyone from the temple help? And then a pause, like almost long enough that the spell just goes ahead and sends, but just long enough that she's able to get in the rest of her words. Also, I'm sorry about what happened. If you hate me, understood.
Give me a persuasion check.
I would have added fate of world at stake.
18.
You did. Wow.
Ooh,
You don't have any
beautiful.
bonus. I will say you negated a disadvantage with your words. So there you go. There is a long, uncomfortable pause. And you start to fidget a little bit as you start to think that you're not going to hear back. And then eventually, Euphrasie, of course I don't hate you. As you know, we are short-handed. I'll see what I can do. I hope you're well. And that's it. The words kind of hit you. You sit with them for a minute. Not the harsh words you were expecting. Still felt a little cold, a little distant, but she doesn't hate you.
Euphrasie still is absolutely beating herself up and just like she's in her room or whatever, like if the walls are structurally particularly quite sound, she'll just like lash out and punch the wall.
Oh yeah,
think
the
everybody's
walls.
gone
These
by
were
now,
made
yeah.
by. This thing was built by Nozak. These walls are like thick as concrete.
Okay, I don't know if like the interior walls are all the same, so
Oh,
Yeah.
this bitch is strong.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
punches the wall. She doesn't even care that it hurts.
1d4 bludgeoning
What was
damage.
I thinking? What was I thinking?
There was a pointed comment in her message back to you that keeps playing through your head. As you know, we're short-staffed. Over and over, it just plays in your head. Over and over.
She just kind of like leans back against the wall and just slides down to sit on the ground. Just tears streaming from her eyes. The hell was I thinking?
I think we're going to end it there. Let's end it on a downer, shall we? I am glad I found that. So when you said that, I immediately panicked and just started remembering all your background, but then remembered I was thinking about Viola. And I'm like, oh shit, that's not the right character. So then I like blanked, and that's why I was like panicking. I'm like, oh my god, I'm looking up. I'm thinking about the wrong character, and then I just like, and then I finally found. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Euphrasy's
yeah,
backstory is a
good.
lot more. Yeah, Euphrasie's backstory is a little more concrete than Vi's, mostly because Euphrasie has a lot.
Well,
I wrote more backstory for Euphrasie than Vi.
that
And
was
also,
the thing, though.
Euphrasie knows her history.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said your mother, and my first thought was, I didn't think you knew any of that stuff. And then I was like, oh shit, wrong character. And then my DM brain started panicking.
No, we literally talked about my mom's name and how it was just so perfect for how it was fancier than Euphrasie, but not so
Look.
fancy that it doesn't sound off.
I panicked, okay? I just panicked. I
I
got myself back.
No, you're
though.
good.
I'm good.
Oh
My
yeah, no,
improv
you're good.
slipped
You got yourself
just a
back.
little.
Oh no, you brought it back just enough to kick Euphrasie right in the teeth.
Oh, that's what I like to do. Okay, so this was a good one. We didn't really get much done, but I think the RP was on point. And I think we got a lot of interesting information. We found out there might be a connection between, the stranger, who we haven't talked about in a very long time, and Necron, the god of death, or the icon of death. And Loren did point out an interesting fact about Y'shtola that might come up next time. I do believe we will start next episode with Izzy's reaction to all this as he comes back, because that'll be awesome. And apologize for the intense body horror of this episode and the last. So I'm just ready for October.
I live for that shit.
I'm just ready for.
I play Alien.
That's true. That's true. So I'm just apologizing for anyone who doesn't play Alien. But also thank you, Psychic, for throwing the sub up to get rid of the ads.
Yay.
Oh yeah, literally piss off ads. If you like body horror, if you like body horror, do you like more of that? Temptations is our dark campaign. If you don't like body horror and you are squeamish, Golden Vault is our lighthearted campaign.
Is our lighthearted comedy campaign. Also, I don't like that you said that about Temptations, because I feel like we haven't had a lot of body horror, and now I'm scared.
There's been a few. Oh, yeah. Torval appearing out of the body in the eye core and the thing. The explosion in the church that blew everybody up. Coral's hand literally got shut off.
Episode.
That's okay. That's I didn't think about that, but that's true. If you want to see Psychic kind of squirm at some body horror, go watch It Wants Souls, because I was really mean to him.
No, and also the fight in the cellar I done a whole lot of voices and zombies
Yeah.
and
That's true. Okay.
falling
There's
apart
not been
body
anything
parts.
that happened to Rose, so I don't care about everybody else.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yes.
If you want to
I
watch
have
more of
plans.
me slapping things I shouldn't, go watch Nightwalk.
Oh, that was great.
Yes.
There's more of that coming.
That's one of my single favorite things I've done is bitch slap,
Slap
a
a
zombie.
zombie. That was
Because
great.
I'm like, if a man tries to bite me, I'm gonna
bitch slap
smack him.
Of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
like, ew, creepy old man. What the hell?
So that's just a preview of some of the stuff we have going on the channel. Like we said, we've got
Bitch slapping things we shouldn't,
We
and
have
body
so
horror.
much stuff.
yeah, and fun. I mean, we have fun. we have
Oh,
fun
the
too.
fun is implicit. The fun is implied at this point.
Come for the fun, stay for the body horror.
Exactly. That's our new tagline.
And then,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
And then, if you're feeling spicy, slap something you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I was going to make another joke, but I feel like Golden Vault's a better place for that. Anyway, so thank you all for watching for tonight. This was a lot of fun. I hope that it really helps push the story forward. I'm interested to see what Loren does when the deal finally comes full circle, when you finally have to make the decision, because I already know what they're going to ask you to do, and I'm very curious to see how this plays out. I'm sad that we're getting towards the end of this campaign, but I'm so excited for like threads that we've been weaving for 2 years to come together, and I'm getting there. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you'd like, make sure to check out the Discord. You can join it by following the link below. Come hang out with us. You can see all of the cool pictures and Hero Forge stuff that we've done for Loren's screwed up character. He'll probably be on the thumbnail though, because it's too good not to use, I think.
It's so creepypasta. I love it.
It's so good.
It is. It's my favorite.
Also, you can see cohort horse girls from like a month ago.
Oh yeah,
Horse girls.
those were fun. Also, we do have a Patreon. You can join for completely free if you want to, and the cheapest tier's $1 if you just want to help toss some money to help. We basically just use it to pay for the streaming stuff that we do.
Coin to your DM.
Do what?
Toss a coin to your DM.
Yeah, toss a coin to your DM and player in their games. I have to pay for Sirenscape somehow. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Valley of Plenty.
that's such a good song. I need to finish that show. The books are good too.
It gets. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I
Post show.
Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out some of the other shows we got going on. If you like Final Fantasy, Kupo Quest, and then we've got Final Fantasy 14 tabletop RPG that's going on, all sorts of other stuff. This week, coming up stream-wise, we've got Golden Vault on Wednesday, and this week is Dragonbane.
Dragonbane.
So a shorter week for me, not 4 nights. So other than that, I think I'm done for the night though. So have a great one, everybody. Lally ho, friends, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.